Imagine two men. One has a mansion filled with priceless art, a garage full of luxury cars, and bank accounts overflowing with millions. The other lives simply, owning little more than the essentials. Yet it's the second man who sleeps peacefully at night, while the first tosses and turns, haunted by the fear of losing it all. What if I told you that one of history's wealthiest advisors to the Roman emperor discovered the secret to being truly rich, and it had nothing to do with money? His name was Seneca, and his 2,000-year-old wisdom is more relevant today than ever. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share 3 powerful insights that flip everything you think you know about wealth on its head. The third one especially might change the way you look at money forever. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. These words, penned nearly 2,000 years ago by the Roman philosopher Seneca, strike at the heart of our modern obsession with wealth. In an era of influencers flaunting luxury lifestyles and the relentless pursuit of more, Seneca's wisdom offers us a profound alternative perspective on what it truly means to be rich. Seneca wasn't just any philosopher. He was one of the wealthiest men in Rome and an advisor to Emperor Nero. Yet despite his immense fortune, he consistently wrote about the dangers of wealth and the importance of finding true worth beyond material possessions. Today, we'll explore his insights and how they can transform our own relationship with wealth and worth. Let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, Seneca was wealthy, incredibly so. Some might call him hypocritical for preaching about the dangers of wealth while living in luxury. But this very paradox makes his insights even more valuable. He understood wealth intimately, both its allure and its traps. Seneca observed that the more possessions we acquire, the more our anxiety grows. Each new asset becomes something to worry about, protect, maintain. Every possession, he warned, is a stone added to the weight we carry. Think about it. How much mental space do your possessions occupy? The latest smartphone that you're afraid to drop, the expensive car you're constantly worried about scratching, the big house that always needs maintenance. We think we own these things, but in reality, they often own us. So if material wealth isn't the answer, what is? For Seneca, true worth lay in virtue, in the strength of our character, the wisdom of our choices, and our ability to remain steady regardless of external circumstances. Unlike material possessions, which can be stolen, destroyed, or devalued, our inner worth is unchangeable and unassailable. He advocated for living according to nature, not in the sense of abandoning civilization, but in aligning our desires with what is truly essential. The wealthiest person, in Seneca's view, is the one who has learned to want what they already have. This is true freedom, being content regardless of what you own or don't own. Now, this might all sound good in theory, but how does it apply to our lives today? Consider the story of many lottery winners who find themselves more miserable after their windfall. Or think about the countless celebrities who seem to have everything, yet struggle with happiness and fulfillment. Seneca didn't just philosophize, he prescribed practical exercises. He recommended periodic practices of voluntary poverty, living simply for a few days to remind yourself that you can survive, even thrive with less. He emphasized gratitude, suggesting we regularly appreciate what we already have rather than fixating on what we lack. And he advised living below one's means, not out of miserliness, but as a way to maintain freedom and peace of mind. It's important to note that Seneca wasn't against wealth itself. His philosophy wasn't about rejecting money or possessions entirely, but rather about putting them in their proper place. Wealth should be a tool, not a master, a means, not an end. The goal is to cultivate inner richness, a wealth of character, relationships, wisdom, and experiences that no market crash can diminish. When we have this internal abundance, material wealth can be enjoyed without attachment, used without fear, and lost without devastation. As we wrap up, I encourage you to reflect on your own relationship with wealth and worth. What truly matters to you? What kinds of riches are you pursuing, and at what cost? Let me leave you with one final thought from Seneca. He is a great man who uses earthenware dishes as if they were silver, but he is equally great who uses silver as if it were earthenware. True wealth isn't about what you have or don't have, it's about who you are and how you live. In a world that's constantly telling us we need more to be more, perhaps the greatest luxury is the wisdom to know that we are already enough.